maintaining and protecting the Second Amendment. Welcome back to Elfster's Rifles and Reloading and part 2 of this FM Products upper, which this is the 7-inch Trilug upper with a primary arms free red dot that comes with that upper. And it is pretty damn cold out here, isn't it? It's about 15 degrees. It feels like 10 degrees. So this will be a good torture test in the northern woods of Wisconsin for this FM9 with a 7-inch Trilug and 9mm. And I got my good friend Sean here. He's the man of action with the NFA products. And he brought his Silencerco can with a Trilug adapter. And why don't you explain your can a little bit to my viewers and what you did to get this mounted on this particular upper.
Okay, what I have here is a Silencerco OCTANE45. Use this on 9mm, 10mm, 45, etc. And on the end, this can comes with a Nielsen device, a little booster, and all you have to do is get the Trilug adapter, and you unscrew the back of the can, which you can see here, and you just take the booster out and you put this fixed Trilug adapter in, and that is part number AC2447 for your OCTANE45.
Now this is actually a 45 can, but we are using a 9mm adapter, which is totally fine. You know, it'd probably be a little bit quieter if we actually had a 9mm can, but this is still will be pretty darn quiet. And we've actually tried this on the 10.5-inch, which sounded pretty damn quiet. It was actually quite impressive. But what did you get this can for? I'm just curious.
It's been a while, so I don't really remember. But normally a good pistol can goes for about $1,000. Yeah. And then Uncle Sam has to get his hands in there and get his $200
for tax stamp.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, this is going to be awesome. Enough talking. Let's do some shooting, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so the ammo that we're going to be testing here is the 147 grain, the flat points from American Eagle. And we're also going to be using the Target Max here, which is a round nose in 115 grain. All right, so no can, and this is with the 115 grain round nose. All right, so we got the can on now. We're going to try the 115 grain round nose. Not bad. What do you think?
That's acceptable.
Yeah, that's acceptable. I mean, it's got a little crack.
Yeah.
I don't think you need hearing protection with that.
No, it's borderline.
Borderline. But I think it's definitely, you could shoot it without hearing protection, but it's definitely borderline.
Yeah, I agree.
I think if you actually had a 9mm can, it'd obviously be quieter.
I could get the end cap for that too and see if it helps.
Yeah, but I would say that's definitely for a 45 can. That's definitely acceptable without hearing protection.
Absolutely.
So let's try the 147 grain flat points. Okay, so this is with the 147 grain flat points, American Eagle. Now this is going to be with the 147 grain flat points. Definitely quieter.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, noticeably. You definitely don't need hearing protection for that, do you? Yeah, that's really acceptable.
Yes, it is.
Not bad, not bad. I'll take that. Okay, so I got 5 rounds loaded up. We're at the 50-yard mark here. I got 3 targets for 3 5-shot groups. And we are using the American Eagle 147 grain, the flat points. You know, it's about 15 degrees out here, so this is a really good torture chest for this 7-inch FM9 upper with a can. So let's see how this goes at 50 yards. Alright, so no issues with failure feeder eject. No hearing protection needed, so that's really nice. And once again, this isn't about bullseyes, this is about group size, so keep that in mind. You know, I'm doing this with no magnification, just a 2-minute of angle red dot. So let's load up another 5 rounds and give it another shot. Alright, so next 5-shot group. I'm actually going to lower this brightness down. I actually got it on 9. I'm going to try... Yeah, I'm going to try 7. So, red dot is definitely bright. Alright, once again, lock back. Last round bolt hold. So let's try another 5. I'm trying to beat the sun here. I think we got about half hour left of sunlight, and temperature is dropping rapidly. All right, last 5 shot group. All right, 15 rounds, no issue with failure to feed or eject. That's looking good so far. Let's load up 10 rounds. We'll bang up that 10-inch steel gong. All right, 10 rounds just like that. Pretty darn good. Let's head down to 50 yards, see how we did. All right, let's see how we did here. So, yeah, not too darn shabby at 50 yards for a 7-inch barrel. The first group here, I noticed my red dot was a little too bright, so it kind of covered up my black dot too much. So I would say that's, you know, right out of the gate, about maybe 3 inches, a little over 3 inches. So I lowered that red dot. So I could fit it a little bit tighter in my black dot here. That's roughly, I think, a 2.5 inch circle. And that's pretty darn good for a 7-inch AR 9mm upper. You know, this is probably about, oh, I'm going to guess, about 2 inches, maybe a little under 2 inches. And it's a little over 2 inches. So definitely lowering the brightness on that red dot helped. Move on to our 10 shots here on the 10-inch gong. You know, that's probably, oh, I'd say about 3 inches there. So that's looking really good too. So really impressive for a 7-inch barrel 9mm. Let's score this up just like magic. It's too cold, I can't snap. Well, I think this is a great way to end part 2 here, showcasing the 7-inch TRI-LUG with Sean's suppressor here. Part 3, I'll showcase just strictly the 5-inch with a blast diffuser in part 3. But I think, you know, how cold it is outside right now, roughly what, 15 degrees, and I think this bolt is bone dry right now to be able to function not only with a can in these temperatures, but 147 grain flat points is pretty darn impressive. Would you agree?
I would agree. That's amazing. That chamber in there is pretty gunked up right
yeah,
now.
You know, how easy it is to take this can on and off with that TRI-LUG. It's awesome, and it really is the only way to go if you're going to be running a can. And we got some pretty impressive groups here at 50 yards, and it really helps with that 2 minute of angle red dot shooting at those distances. Well, I'll see you guys in part 3 with a 5-inch barrel with a blast diffuser. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys in part 3.